So, how you going, mate? Good?
Yeah, good.
Absolute pleasure to have you on today's show. Let's talk about, first of all, the name, your name, and in the name of your business or your little thing you got going here.
So my name's Josh Festuca, and I suppose I run the Facebook page Josh's Aussie Reptiles, and social media bits and pieces like that as well.
Awesome. And how long have you been doing that for?
Give or take about 5 or 6 years nowadays.
5 or 6 years. So you're getting up there, mate. You're nearly getting the 10-year mark.
Yeah, not too far off.
So you started early?
Yeah, I suppose.
Well, hang on. How old are you now?
I am 18, so.
So you started early.
Yeah. So I suppose my start in reptiles was a lot of zoo trips when I was younger. Mum and Dad always supported a strong passion for animals that I've had, and I grew up watching wildlife docos and that sort of thing. And it was only sort of a chance event that put me onto the private hobby and keeping reptiles as pets. Purely by the chance of one of my mum's work friends had a shingleback that she kept at home.
Oh, beautiful! I love shinglebacks.
Of course, they're one of those awesome lizards, and she went on holidays and needed somebody to look after it. So that's when I came in and looked after the shingleback for her for while she was away. And then from that point on, I was hooked. They put me on to Adam Sapiano's old shop, Victorian Reptiles, which is no longer down here in Werribee, but used to run, and I would
now the president of the VHS.
Yes.
Which is the
jumper here as well. Yep.
Which is the Victorian
Herpetological Society. Yep, that's
right.
The one.
Which we both support. I'm a sponsor. You can do some sponsoring, some supporting as well.
Absolutely. So yeah, I sort of spent, I would say every second weekend was there, looking at all the animals and getting ideas of what.
And I never got to go there, and it was a really good setup from what I could see and what I heard, and really great animals going in and out, and that's one shop I missed out on.
Yeah, well, it was always interesting. I think Adam had a tendency to keep the things at the shop that he wanted to keep that may not necessarily have sold all that well, unfortunately, which might have been his demise, but it was a fantastic variety of stuff. A lot of the things that he used to have, things like stores monitors, Gillen's monitors, stuff that you don't see nowadays, particularly not in shops, that used to be there. It was awesome.
Yeah, I mean, looking at the expos in New South Wales not long ago, the variety of animals and the different pricing. We have a lot of animals down here that are so hard to get, and it's so common up there.
Yeah.
So expensive down here and so cheap up there.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's pretty amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
But the good thing is, we have a really good license down here. We can hold a lot of things, and some of these other states can't. So you got your good and bad points everywhere, I suppose.
Yeah, that's it.
And schooling you done locally around here?
Yep. So I'm Werribee born and bred. I went to a local primary school. My high school is McKillop Catholic Regional College, and they have their own animal collection.
I didn't know that. Really?
Yeah,
awesome.
Yeah. So nowadays I graduated there last year, and I'm now employed by the school to look after their animal collection as well.
What sort of animals?
It's a lot of the common stuff, so things like your shinglebacks, your blueies, some carpet pythons, that sort of stuff. A bit of a bird collection as well.
So that's probably only the third school I know. We've got the big school, which is
Lilydale High.
And then we also have another one. Is it Templestowe?
Yes, Templestowe as well.
And this one as well. So I think when you can get animals, not just reptiles, wildlife, or even barn animals, chickens, when you can get those sort of things, any animal in schools, I think it's good. It's educating, it's teaching about life, and there's not a lot of it, So it's great to see that and hear about that. Okay, so that's your background done.
Yep.
Animals that you breed. What sort of animals do you breed? Are you a big breeder, small batch breeder? Or?
Well, I suppose I've done a limited amount of breeding, I would probably say. In the last couple of years, I've sort of focused on northern blue tongues and the morphs and localities, which that was my focus for the first sort of, I'd say maybe 3 years of my keeping career, I suppose.
Hot stuff at the moment, have been for a while now.
Yep, absolutely. Although it's sort of shifted focus now, and I've got a lot of Murray-Darling carpet pythons, which is the main thing that I've got nowadays.
Yeah, they're beautiful.
Yeah, they're my favourite snake. You can't beat them in my eyes, although I might be a little bit biased.
I mean, not easy to come by these days here in Victoria.
Yeah,
I remember,
absolutely.
7 years ago, 8 years ago, it was hard to sell them for $50.
Yeah.
It's just funny how things change and things turn. Great snake, Murray-Darlings. I love using them in our wildlife shows. What I do, because it's great to educate about Victorian snakes, the Murray-Darling, the problems.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And they're one of those ones that just, they're so relaxed as well. Like, they're really easygoing.
Great for a first pet. And, you know, you've got some of the big breeders doing all sorts of things with them as well, so they have a good time with them as well, doing what they do. So, great snake, you know, beautiful looking, and from a great region too.
Yeah, absolutely.
What locality are yours? Do you have a locality on yours? Or?
Yeah, so I've got sort of three main locales at the moment. I've got a female who originates from around the Barmah Forest area in northwest Vic. I've got a boy who's New South Wales. I don't know a whole lot else about him other than that. And I've got a 2 male, 1 female trio of Dajaras, which are from Queensland as well.
Now they're ready for them?
There's 2 that are. The New South Wales boy and the Barmah girl are ready to go. I tried them last year.
No, the ready pattern in them.
Oh, yes,
The Queensland ones?
yes. Yeah, the Queensland ones, yeah. You'll see them in a little bit. They are very impressive looking animals.
Yeah, I think they're my favourite, and I'm in the market for some of those, so
Yeah,
keep that in mind. Okay, fantastic, and continue. Are they ready to breed? Have they bred yet, or where are you up to?
Yep, so the Barmah girl and the New South Wales boy, I attempted to breed them last year. She had a decent sized clutch, and I decided to go with a maternal incubation and let her do it.
Oh, fantastic.
Which was great in theory, although I didn't really know what I was doing. She didn't really know what she was doing, so the combination didn't really work out too well in the end, unfortunately.
Okay.
There was one egg that hatched, but the baby didn't survive, unfortunately. But in saying that, that was about it for my Murray-Darling breeding.
Well, at least you gave it a shot naturally.
That's it, yeah.
It's getting very popular.
Yeah.
And I haven't done it yet.
Yeah.
I will do it. I just I have a routine. I'm so busy. It's just a little.
Yeah, it gets like that.
So yeah, hopefully we can expect some babies maybe this season.
Yeah, fingers crossed. They're going through their cooling process at the moment, so hopefully they go this year. I've got the South Australian Western Blue Tongues that I'm hoping to crack again this year as well. The female last year had 8 babies.
Beautiful.
And that was perfect because it was on Christmas Eve when we had all of the family over, so I could pull out the little babies and show the little cousins, the little baby blue tongues, which was great. And I'm hoping to crack the Centralian Blueies as well, although that one...
So that's a very hard one, isn't it?
Yeah, one of those ones that you just got to wait and see.
I tried for years and years and years, and I gave up.
Yeah. There's a lot of people that have given it a crack, and I see it seems to be interesting that a lot of people say that they crack them once and then whether they do or not after that really depends. And it seems to be that the people that live like in their range have the most success.
Yeah, I was going to say that. Where it's nice and hot.
Yeah.
Hot air. No freezing nights. So
Yeah,
you're right
that's
there
it.
for sure. Oh, fantastic. What is some of the other animals you have? Even if it's just pets or breeding?
Yep,
Just a little rundown.
Behind me you've got 3 Centralian carpet pythons. There's 2 that are a couple of years old and one that's a really big boy. They're just pets at the moment. I'm not really interested in breeding them anytime soon. I've got a group of water dragons that will hopefully breed this year. They did last year, although
Easterns.
Eastern water dragons. The eggs last year didn't really go so well, so I'm hoping this year they have a bit better success. I've got a group of king skinks that I keep outdoors. They're a fantastic lizard. They're honestly probably my favourite. Just they're very interesting to see. So I've kept Cunningham skinks previously as well. I don't at the moment. They're kind of similar. They're both from the Egernia family, but the king skinks are so much more interactive and confident. Like I put them in that outdoor enclosure.
Are they nippy? I've never had anything to do with them. Really.
They're a little bit hit and miss. They're definitely not keen on handling, and they will sort of whip around if you do grab them and try and go ya. And their bite's not too great, but otherwise they're very confident. I put them in that enclosure maybe a month ago, and I've seen them, I reckon, once or twice a week, if not more, since then. And we've not had great weather this last month, but they come out when it's warm, and it's just awesome for them.
So we're going into winter at the moment, it's autumn, and it's a nice rainy day. It's not cold, but
it's not too bad.
It's not cold, it's just very rainy. But we need rain, it's beautiful to have rain.
That's it.
You do a podcast, which has been pretty successful.
Yep.
explain what's it called? Where did we find it?
Yeah. So the podcast started off a good couple of years ago where I would do a Facebook live stream when Facebook allowed those sorts of things to happen, when you could split screen with two different people, which was fantastic. I got to interview plenty of different people like Scott Iper, Dr. Gavin Bedford, some really awesome people in the reptile keeping world. And then we've recently shifted it to a Spotify podcast with one of my good mates, Dane, who runs Blue Horizon Reptiles. He lives about 20 minutes away from here as well. So we run, it's called Critters and Stuff podcast. It's mostly focused on reptiles, but occasionally we drift off and talk about other things too, hence the stuff. Now, we used to upload, give or take, once every 2 weeks. Unfortunately, both of our schedules have picked up a bit recently, so we're kind of on a bit of a break at the moment, but we will be coming back to it shortly.
Beautiful. So where can they find that? On your Facebook page?
Yes, yeah. Every time we upload, I will share it on the Facebook page.
Okay. Or you can go to Spotify.
Yes, yeah.
Cool. Yep. Fantastic. And how long's that been going for now, sorry?
Yep. So the initial podcast where it was just me doing it's probably about 3 years.
I already asked you that question. But no, we'll continue.
We'll go with it. The initial podcast was probably about 3 years ago, and then the actual Critters and Stuff version's only been sort of the last year.
Okay.
It was sort of one of those lockdown projects where we were both sitting there twiddling our thumbs a little bit bored, so we figured...
A lot of good projects have come out on the lockdown.
Yeah,
all around the world in the community that we're in.
Yeah.
There's some great podcasts, YouTube channels, and all sorts of things. So it's good things come out of bad things.
That's it.
We'll move right along. What's your favourite snake? It's hard.
Yeah,
I ask this question every now and then, and I like it when it's a real tricky one.
Yeah.
It's someone like you who loves all snakes.
Yeah, that's it. It's
but
kind
give it a go. It's hard.
Yeah, it's kind of like asking a parent what their favourite child is. I suppose it's that difficult question. But I do have to say that either of my adult Murrays would have to be the favourites. Probably the female because she
as
was
in a species or individually.
Individually, my adult female Murray Darling. She
as
was
a
the
species.
First. As a species, got to be the Murrays too. As I said at the start, I'm a little bit biased. They are one of those species that I absolutely love, and I'm hoping that in the next couple of years I'll be able to do a bit more research on them in the wild as well.
And they're in trouble in the wild.
Yes.
Along the Murray Darling. The Murray Darling is in trouble itself, the river. So it's, like I said, great for me to use them and to educate about that.
Absolutely. They're a species that needs all the help they can get. Unfortunately, there's not a whole lot of conservation work being done on them at the moment, but the more and more, even just, as you said, bringing them out to schools and birthday parties and that sort of stuff, the more awareness is just key.
Exactly. Education.
That's it.
Did you have much to do with the other school? Not Templestowe, sorry.
Lilydale High.
Lilydale.
Yep.
You were there quite a bit,
yep.
if I remember rightly.
So I've been there a couple times. I was fortunate enough to know some of the students that were going to the school, and then got to speak with Marcus Whitby, who runs the program down there. That school is very, very impressive with what they're doing over there. They've just recently expanded their zoological facility into a proper centre.
So it started a long time ago. Unfortunately, there was a fire, lots of animals lost in enclosures, and we donated, and a lot of other people donated a heap of stuff to get it going again.
Yep.
And then it's grown once again, so we've got a whole new place being developed there now.
Yeah.
What's the name of that again?
It's their zoological centre, I believe is what they're calling
it.
That's
right. But we are going to do a show there, hopefully very soon, once it's all finished. From what I've seen, it looks fantastic, just absolutely beautiful. And their crocodile enclosure, wow, it looks amazing. Can't wait to go there. And we're proud to donate some of our heap snake and drop hooks to the school as well. So when we can donate stuff like that to causes like that, we will always do it. Is there any lizards that you think that you will maybe working on in the future?
Oh, that's a tough one. At the moment, I'm sort of in this, I suppose, transitional phase where I'm looking at what I will be doing down the track. I've cut back on a lot of animals in the last year or two. This room that we're in now was full for a while there, and that was a lot to handle.
So this is your reptile room?
Yes,
pretty impressive, and then you've got outside pits as well.
Yes,
We can have a look later on maybe, just if the rain stops.
Yeah, that's it,
and yeah, it's great. You've done great work here, and I love this setup here, but we'll have a better look in a minute.
Yep.
So yeah, it does get hard because you want to concentrate on one thing, but something else pops up and gets you going. But you got to stay focused.
Yep.
And I think if you just pick 1 to 3 things and work on that.
Yeah.
Quality is better than quantity. Do what you want to do with that, and then move on from there. That's my advice in a way. Otherwise, you can just end up with stuff everywhere.
That's it.
It's not good for everyone, for anyone. All right. If you could go anywhere in the world herping, where would you go? What would you do?
That's a difficult one. There is.
Yeah, it's another hard one. So this is another question I ask from time to time. So yeah, it can get hard.
I think a place that I have been to.
And like I say to everyone else, we're not sending you there, so relax. There's no free ticket.
A place.
Maybe one day one of our sponsors might. Hey,
who knows? Yeah.
I might ask that question. You might be the lucky person.
One place that I did get to go to when I was a much younger kid was Kakadu National Park up in the Northern Territory. And another species that I unfortunately am not able to keep down here in Victoria, but I absolutely love, is the Oampally pythons. And I'd love to get the chance to try and find some of them.
Yeah, so there's been a lot of good luck with people from America and overseas and locals herping and actually finding quite a lot.
Yeah, especially in the last couple of years.
To be a very ghost snake, a snake that is hard to find, but lately it's been pretty easy.
Yeah, I think in the last...
A lot of people say they were just very lucky or they flipped it, but I don't believe that. Like, you've done the research, you're going out there in the heat, day and day, night after night, and you've done the hard work and it's paying off.
Yeah.
That's how I see it.
Yeah, definitely. And I think there's been, as you were saying, I think there's been about 5 or 6 sighted in the last couple of years, which is quite remarkable, really, for a species that is... I believe they're considered threatened at the moment, if not endangered. They're one of those ones that's hard to track because a lot of their range is in Arnhem Land, which obviously only certain people can go to and permitting is required and all that sort of thing. So they're an interesting one at that.
Absolutely. And where can people find you? So we're going to have a link in the description of this show, but just verbally.
Yep. Easiest spot to find me is on Instagram or Facebook as Josh's Aussie Reptiles. I'm usually pretty good at responding to messages and that sort of thing as well, so feel free to, if you've got any questions or anything like that, feel free to send them through.
All right, awesome. So what we're going to do now is go and have a look at what we've got here.
Perfect.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay, Josh, so what do we have here, mate?
Alrighty, so this is one of my male Dejara Murray-Darling carpet pythons. These guys are about a year or so old now. They were from Kelly at Hawkesbury Reptiles. Really awesome locality. She believes that they only grow to about 1.2 metres compared to the normal Murrays that will max at about 1.5 to 1.8, so they're a slightly smaller locality. So it'll be interesting to play around with that over the next couple of years and see what happens. Okay, and here's another beautiful specimen. What have we got here? So this is my Barmer Victorian Murray-Darling carpet. This is my adult female. She was my first snake. She's quite the character. She was an absolute sweetheart before she laid her clutch of eggs last year, and ever since she's been a little bit of a funny one. She can be a bit hit and miss when it comes to handling, but she's an awesome snake, that's for sure.
And another beautiful Murray-Darling?
Yeah, another one. This is the other male Dejara Queensland Murray. These will be interesting to see how they play together as well. There's a little bit of, I suppose, conjecture about cohabitation in carpet pythons as well. This is something that I'm going to play around with over the next couple of years with expanding the space and seeing how we go as well.
Okay, what's this one? Another Murray, of course?
Yes, this is my male New South Wales Murray. He's an old boy these days. He's been around the block a few times, but hopefully he'll get the job done this year. He's really interesting. He's kind of a lot darker than the others, and he's got this nice sort of striping going along his body. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays, especially with the Barmar girl, who's got more of the circular patterns. So we'll see what happens. He's quite a silvery colour as well, which is one of those awesome traits of the Murrays too.
So this is probably my favourite setup here. Fantastic. So, did you make this one, mate?
No, so this is a bit of a collaboration with myself and Damien over at Copperhead Customs. He did all the rock work, and then myself and Dane did the little shack over the other side. and the painting was done by Dane's partner, who's a tattoo artist as well. So it was quite a group project, but it's really come out good. This was my idea of a mini piece of Alice Springs with the 3 Centralian carpet pythons.
Yeah, I think Cophead Customs do a fantastic job. And they seem to be thriving at the moment. And I think this is fantastic. I check all their stuff out, and hopefully I can get something done one day. It'd be great. So we've got 3 snakes here.
Yes. The other one looks like he's hiding at the moment. He's much bigger than the other 2. The other 2 are slightly younger. So the younger ones are a pair, and then there's a big boy as well. They're just one of those snakes that's just stunning. Those brick reds, you just can't beat them. And I've been to Alice Springs, hence why I wanted to do a setup like this, and you can really see how they blend in so well in that area as well. Just that red colour.
Oh, it's fantastic. I mean, I absolutely love the red that we have here in Australia in the outback. That red dirt, I mean, just fantastic. The red rocks, the red sunset with the oranges all mixing together at sunset, just fantastic. And then to have a nice Centralian go past at the same time, I mean, that would be an amazing thing to go out to the outback and, discover that. Fantastic.